So this sort of notion, particularly that the beginning of the path, of what goes on at the beginning of the path, the initial connection with the Dharma, is taken up in some ways in chapter 10. Let me read chapter 10. The Lord asked, "What do you think, Subhuti? Is there any Dharma which the Tathagata has learned from Dipankara, the Tathagata, the Arhat, the fully enlightened one?" Subhuti replied, "Not so, O Lord, there is not." So in that very short chapter, you've got in fact a whole myth and a whole legend here, a whole story, a whole set of assumptions from the traditional Mahayana, even pre-Mahayana perspective. The Buddha's enlightenment was the culmination of innumerable lifetimes following the Bodhisattva path. And these lifetimes following the Bodhisattva path are, well, not all of them, but quite a portion of them are recorded in the Jataka stories, the stories of the Buddha's previous births, previous lives, where you find him as an ordinary man, sometimes even as an animal, practicing the perfections. And they're very lovely, touching, beautiful stories, very human situations very often, where the Bodhisattva is following the perfections. He's practicing kindness, generosity, patience, bravery, fortitude. This phrase, by the way, in the salutation section, places in which the Bodhisattvas have been, should really be translated as places in which the Bodhisattva has been. And it refers to various holy sites in India which are associated with the Buddha's previous lives. So you're actually contemplating the shrines, the memorials to the Buddha's previous lives, to the path of the Bodhisattva. Now the Jatakas are very, very popular in the Buddhist East. They're more popular even than the sutras in some ways. And they have had a very, very powerful effect on Buddhist culture. They're largely neglected in the West. There are exceptions to that. I think